This year we planted 6 different types of carrots. The 2 rows here are separated in the middle by those wooden stakes, and each row had 2 different types of purple carrots. Then we planted 2 different orange types also. After they're planted, I just try to keep the soil from drying out, and usually in a couple of weeks we have some seedlings started. Then after they come up in about 2 months or a little bit more, it's time to harvest. In this video I'm going to harvest all of our carrots, and then we're going to do a taste test of all 6 varieties. And we're going to tell you where we rank them from 6 to 1 on taste. And then I'm going to give them an overall ranking from 6 to 1. And I will also give you some of the reasons why I ranked them where I did. When I harvest my carrots, usually the soil's loose enough I can pull most of them up without having to dig. Here's a look at all 6 varieties fresh out of the ground. And I think some of them are pretty attractive carrots. Before we taste them, I thought I would give you a look at what they look like on the inside. Starting from left to right, we have Black Nebula, Purple Haze, St. Valery's, Purple Dragon, Cosmic Purple, and Koral, spelled with a K. All of these are heirlooms except for the Purple Haze, and one thing I should mention about the Purple Haze is that the one shown here is just has a hint of purple, but some of them have purple that is actually about 1/8 of an inch deep. Now it's time for the taste test results. Trying to do a taste test on this many types of carrots was a little hard to do because some of them had only subtle differences in flavor. There might be more differences if you harvested in the fall or when the weather was a lot cooler, because carrots produce a lot more sugars when the weather is cold or cooler. We used up all of the slices doing our taste test, so let's get to the results. Please keep in mind that the rankings are for eating fresh, and that might change if they were cooked or harvested at a different time of year. My number 6 is Black Nebula. Tanya's number 6 is Koral. My number 5 is Koral. Her number 5 is Cosmic Purple. My number 4 is Cosmic Purple. Her number 4 is Black Nebula. My number 3 is Purple Dragon. Her number 3 is St. Valery. My number 2 is St. Valery. Her number 2 is Purple Haze. And finally, my number 1 is Purple Haze. And the reason I thought it was number 1 is it was just slightly sweeter than some of the other varieties. Her number 1 is Purple Dragon, and that's one we've grown for several years. Now we'll take a look at what we harvested from each type of carrot, and I'll rank them overall from number 6 to number 1. Coming in at number 6 overall is Koral. I grew a full row of Koral carrots, and she ranked it as her number 6 for taste, and I ranked it as my number 5. They are pretty attractive carrots, but they seem to grow a little more slowly than some of the other varieties. They are so firm that some of the larger ones are almost hard to eat fresh. And for those reasons, it comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is Cosmic Purple. I grew 1/2 row of the Cosmic Purple, and they grow some attractive carrots. They're kind of uniformly shaped. Some of them are a little larger than others, but she ranked it as her number 5 overall in taste, and I ranked it as my number 4. Cosmic Purple is very similar in looks and performance to the Purple Dragon, but we both like the taste of the Purple Dragon better. My number 4 overall carrot is Purple Haze. I planted a half a row of these, and as you can see they grow some very attractive carrots, and this was my favorite one to eat. Even though it was my favorite to eat, I knocked it down to number 4 overall for a couple of reasons. The main reason it dropped to number 4 overall is because it's a hybrid, so I can't save seeds, and that's a big deal for me. Another thing I noticed is the tops were somewhat brittle, which made these the hardest ones to harvest of the ones I grew. My number 3 overall carrot is Black Nebula, and this was my least favorite one to eat and Tanya's number 4, but I raised it to number 3 overall for a couple of reasons. These grow some very large carrots, so row for row you get about twice as many pounds of carrots per row. These seem to be somewhat juicy, so I think these would make a great juicing carrot. Be careful if you use a wood cutting board because these would probably stain it. Because of their purple coloration, they have lots of anthocyanins, which have an antioxidant effect, making them great to have in your diet. These do have lots of those fine hairy roots, but I found that it wasn't too hard to knock those off with a vegetable peeler. The number 2 overall carrot is Purple Dragon. This is one that I've grown for several years, and it's been a good, dependable overall carrot. It does have a slight tendency to bolt in the first year on some of them, but I think part of that is my fault for saving seeds the first year I grew them. She ranked it as her favorite carrot for eating fresh, and I ranked it as my number 3. So overall, it's number 2. And our number 1 overall carrot that we grew this year is St. Valery. She ranked this one as her number 3 for eating fresh, and I ranked it as my number 2. But overall, I ranked it as number 1 because it just grows some nice looking carrots. They're pretty uniform in shape. They were pretty easy to harvest. Just an overall good carrot. Even though I planted all the seeds that I have, I'm going to overwinter a couple of small carrots that I have in the ground now, and I'll save seeds next year. If you have a favorite carrot that you like to grow, please let us know about it down in the comments. And if you're just now finding this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We'll see you next time.